All right, if you're looking to slow down your aging and increase your longevity, one of the most important things that you need to do is get this nutrient. This nutrient is light.
Hey, welcome to Contour Image, where I help you find and embrace your true beauty. So today we're going to be talking about red light therapy. It is a big thing right now. You have probably heard about it. What we're going to do is we're going to first discuss what red light therapy is, how it works, how to use it when you are able to use red light therapy, some results that people are getting, what red light therapy is not, what to look for in the devices themselves that you see online that they sell, and the actual side effects that you may not have been told about, but there are very few side effects to red light therapy. So we're going to get ahead with that today, and we're going to just jump right into the information on red light therapy and how it can work for your skin for anti-aging.
Is red light therapy a skincare gimmick or the real deal? I get asked about it all the time from my patients and friends. Here's what the studies show. Hi everyone, it's Dr. Walter, a dermatologist, here to help break down the science behind skincare trends. Today we're talking about red light therapy, also known as photobiomodulation, and whether it lives up to the hype for skin rejuvenation. If you care about aging, this is for you. By the way, this is going to be part of a weekly series where I take a deep dive into red light and its applications with skin. Next week will be alopecia. So what is red light and how does it work? Photobiomodulation uses specific wavelengths of light, usually in the red light spectrum or infrared spectrum between 620 nanometers and 1072, to help stimulate skin cells. Once these skin cells are stimulated, they release cell signaling molecules to help increase collagen production and elastin, while infrared light helps vasodilate, leading to increased blood flow. So you're probably thinking, that's great on paper, but does it actually work? Here's what the clinical studies show. Red light helps improve the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It also has been shown to help improve skin elasticity, hydration, and density. It can help minimize redness and broken capillaries. It also has been shown to help improve skin texture by improving roughness and tightening. In fact, one study showed 50% improvement in photoaging scores after 9 sessions over 5 weeks of use. The key is finding a device that uses the right wavelengths. So yes, the evidence says red light does work. It can definitely improve the signs of aging and boost skin health when used consistently. I've personally been doing it religiously for the past several months and have noticed differences. If you're wondering what devices I've tried and liked, those I'll link in my bio. And stay tuned for the next part of the series where I'll talk about red light and alopecia, and then eventually we'll get to things like acne, wound care, herpes, all the things that red light can help.
One thing I did notice, I have been using some red light therapy myself. I was going to show you the device that I'm using, but I just didn't want to get it out right now, and I'll probably just make it another video. But I noticed that I never knew it until I looked one day in the mirror, and I happen to have a small little blue vein right here, like it kind of branches out just a little bit. You don't really notice it unless you look at it. When I have makeup on, you don't see it, but I noticed it now. I've noticed that that disappeared, or practically disappeared. Like I can't even really find it anymore. So things like that really help and really work. The other thing too is I've noticed I've had a good difference right here in with some of my lines and wrinkles, and I've noticed great more lifting even in my brow area with it, using that as well.
There is a lot of science to support the benefits of red light therapy for anti-aging of the skin. A lot of science to show that using red light therapy regularly can help with fine lines and wrinkles. It can help with dark spots. It can help with skin hydration and elasticity. The big question with red light therapy is exactly why does it work? And we believe that it works by helping to support the mitochondria and mitochondrial function. But I don't know of any study that's truly proven that that's the actual mechanism. And maybe that's why there's this hesitation amongst dermatologists and plastic surgeons traditionally to embrace it. They don't quite understand why it works, and they don't understand mitochondria in the first place. So it could be that. But really, there is actually a lot of science in the traditional scientific literature.
So the mitochondria is like the energy in every cell in your entire body has a mitochondria within itself, and it's actually the energy kind of battery, the energy maker basically. And so as he said, it's probably just an assumption that that's what it's doing. Now I heard someone else say, and I don't have it in this video now, but they were talking about copper, and I know that copper can help with sun damage and also things like graying of the hair and such, and that probably also helps with things like collagen and elastin as well. And someone said that a lot of times it could be even the copper, that it's energizing and making the body to be able to circulate it better and everything. So you're going to hear him say, oh, it does do it for the mitochondria. But like as he said, we're not 100% sure. We just have an idea that that's probably what it's working on. But the thing is just because we can't quite discuss exactly what it's doing doesn't mean that it doesn't prove that it doesn't work. There's a lot of evidence behind what they're seeing with red light therapy, and it does a lot more than just anti-aging. But for anti-aging, it's super big, obviously, since I'm an esthetician, and it's all about trying to keep my youth, you know? So like right here,
I do have to say that I am a fan of red light therapy. It can help rejuvenate the skin. It can create smoothness, elasticity, just improve like the overall appearance of your skin. It does this by helping to build collagen, and it reduces the enzyme that breaks down collagen. Red light can also promote healthy tissue by increasing the production of ATP, so our cells are producing more energy. And so it can help with like tissue maintenance and repair. The problem is that red light devices aren't really standardized, so it's hard to know which ones are better than others. I do know that the devices used in offices and spas are usually stronger. I do think that using it at home is easy, it's accessible, and can still make a positive impact on your skin. One
thing I wanted to point out that he started peeling off, really what it was a hydrating mask. And that is another big thing about keeping skin healthy, but also making it look youthful, is not just the anti-aging abilities of fine lines and wrinkles disappearing, or even sun damage, but also hydrating your skin will also help reduce the look of the fine lines and wrinkles as well. And so I am a big promoter about hydrating your skin, and a hydrating mask and taking care of your skin that way will also benefit, and you will definitely notice a huge difference with your skin just simply by hydrating your skin as well. I'm gonna go into this last bit where this guy kind of talks a little bit about the wavelengths as well.
So we have these wavelengths, and here I'm gonna get a little bit more specific, okay? So we are talking about the violet, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, and then near infrared. So when we're talking about the violet, it has a lot of antimicrobial effects. So it kills bacteria, it's good for acne. You go to the blue color, it's still very good for P. acne, for the acne that causes for the bacteria that causes acne, and also it's good for reducing inflammation. When we get to the green goes to the basal layer of the skin, and it's good for brightening and soothing the skin. So it has a great benefit there. Now we go to orange, it reduces redness, boosts circulation, and may enhance skin texture. So this is the range that is penetrating. It helps here and it helps down there. Then we go to orange, then it promotes collagen production, improves elasticity. Look at where it's penetrating in this region. And then we get to red. Red stimulates collagen. I'm going to get into the details of that. Don't worry about it. This is just a summary thing. Then red reduces inflammation and promotes wound healing. And then when you get to near infrared, it promotes, again, collagen production and improves elasticity.
Now that we saw all the different colors, because a lot of these masks that you'll see online, and probably you've noticed, have all these different colors. So they all do a little differently. They all go into such a certain length into the skin and work differently on everything. Now we're gonna get into more or less how to use a mask, or if you happen to get red light therapy at home.
How to use LED like a dermatologist. First, cleanse the skin and remove all of your makeup. When I have minor breakouts, I use the blue and red light combined. If not, I just use the red light for its anti-aging benefits. Red light has been shown to target fibroblasts and increase collagen production. Next, just follow with your normal skincare routine. Some people say you can't use retinol after, but you definitely can. 3 minutes a day, 3 days a week, give it 3 months to see results.
He mentioned a term called fibroblasts. Now, fibroblasts are actually the cells that are responsible for making collagen specifically. And believe it or not, they actually use vitamin C as a glue substance for it. Now, we don't normally think of vitamin C as a glue, but those mitochondria, or the fibroblasts, sorry, getting two things confused. Those fibroblast cells use vitamin C. That's why it's so important to also have enough vitamin C in your system so that your collagen can produce. So just keep that in mind as well when you're taking collagen supplements, using red light therapy, or any other thing like that. Just remember that your body needs vitamin C, and those fibroblasts are going to need that vitamin C in order to help build the lengths of collagen itself. Now in this next one, this girl is selling this mask, but I thought I wanted to show you the results that she got off of it. So just keep that in mind.
I might look crazy, but let me show you my before and after. This is my face literally 2 weeks ago. It was breaking out like no other, and I did not know what to do to help it. This is my face now. I just have a little bit right here, but for the most part, all of my skin has cleared up. I've been using this LED face mask. The red light is really good for dark spots, wrinkles, and it helps get rid of acne scars. And the green light is good for saggy skin or dark circles under your eyes. Blue light kills bacteria cells on your skin, and you would be disgusted if you knew how much dirt and stuff was on your face. This is the purple light. I know it looks blue, but this one is purple, and this one is good for anti-inflammatory, any kind of swelling on your face. This will help you. I use this mask once a day, at least for 10 minutes, and I'll switch up each color. And there's even a function on this mask where it changes the colors all on its own, so it'll switch through each color. This mask is normally $20. Right now it's on sale for $13. And when I tell you this is the best thing that you could add to your skincare, I am telling you the truth. This thing has helped me so much.
This next video is to describe what red light therapy actually is. So just because they call it red light therapy does not mean it's just simply a red light. Obviously it penetrates through the skin, but a red light, as he's going to describe here, doesn't mean that you're getting red light therapy. So just pay attention here, and then we're going to talk about what to look for in a device, specifically if you were to purchase one.
Can you get the incredible benefits of red light therapy by using a cheap red chicken brooding light bulb for $13?
And I love to do iconic.
No, you can't. I measured it because, as with all therapy, dose is important, and these 250 watt chicken bulbs don't actually put out that much light. Here's the light given off by the chicken bulb, and here is the light given off by a real LED red light therapy panel. Dose in red light therapy is complicated, and I'm going to explain it in another video, but for future experiments that I'm going to do, I'm going to try to get at least 20 joules per centimeter squared of red light exposure. To get the dose, you take the amount of light and you multiply that by time. And for the chicken coop bulb, that would take over 55 hours to get my dose. If you're on Earth, there aren't that many hours in the day. Compare that to a panel made for red light therapy, which produces 100 times as much red light while using only half the power. With this, at 1 foot away, I would get my dose in 33 minutes. This isn't a question of whether these bulbs produce red light. I mean, they are red. It's always a question of dose. And I see this problem on social media all the time, especially in the supplement world. Any treatment has a dose. Supplements, herbs, lights, massage therapy, lasers. Asking what the dose was when these things were studied should be the first thing you do. And even with specialized equipment, it can be inconvenient to get evidence-based doses of red light. Sub from upcoming series on red light and near-infrared therapy. I'll be testing red light masks next.
So that's true. See, it has nothing to do with it being a red light. It's all about the dosage and what the red light produces in that case. So just keep that in mind, that just sitting next to, oh, red light, I get red light there, doesn't mean you're getting anything. Some of the stuff out there, the masks and stuff, but just some more information about it and what to look for in the devices. So I'm just gonna see if I can just play these through.
Okay, definitely I don't think all red lights are created equal. You need to look up what the nanometer is on the mask that you're looking at to purchase. This one states that it's 630 nanometers is its wavelength, which is pretty good. And so that's what you want to look and ask for. This has 7 different colors, and each color is a different wavelength and does it something different for the skin texture and the cellular function of your skin, which kind of sounds a little crazy, but it does work, and I've seen improvement in my skin. But definitely try this out. I love how affordable it is, and that it's lightweight is really why I love it compared to my really expensive one that is really heavy and I have to be plugged in. This one I can be portable and move around and still do stuff around the house with it on while I'm still looking a little bit crazy, but it works.
If you're curious about red light therapy and you just want some information quickly, I've got you from a licensed master esthetician. Product recommendations: the Current Body version 2 or the Dr. Dennis Gross. I have this one, it's great. Does it work? Yes, the technology was founded by NASA when they were experimenting with something else and figured out that red light increased wound healing. In order for red light therapy to work, you do have to wear the mask 10 minutes a night, 3 to 5 times a week. If you don't wear it, it's not gonna work. What are you looking for when you're looking at products? A product that works at 630 nanometers and has as many LEDs, physical bulbs, as possible. For example, the current body version 2 has about 239 LEDs. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments.
Don't get caught up in the red light scams that are out there. There's a lot of them because these things are getting really popular. I'm asked all the time, should I buy one? Do they work? I'm going to talk about what I believe they do work for, but also what people are buying that doesn't work. First of all, the quality does in fact matter. The power, the wattage of these bulbs means a lot. Studies show, ladies, it does work really good for skin, tightens collagen, but this is where I find most of the scams are. They're selling weak, inferior red lights that really don't do the job. You'll notice on this one you have very bright red light that does work at the level of the skin, and then some that aren't so bright you can't even barely see. That's the near infrared that works actually deeper. I like the ones that have both, especially at the right power and quality. Does it work for joint pain? I find that it does. It really does have an anti-inflammatory effect. Does it work for energy? I find that it does, especially if you take it with methylene blue. That's another video. But the fact is it biohacks into the mitochondria where you make energy with light, and it does in fact work. You should have one in your house, but do get the quality. Sunlighten actually is one that I absolutely love. You can see I'm using it. I also have their sauna, great one. If you put in the chat Red Light 2024, I believe they gave us a coupon code for you.
Red or near infrared light? That's the question. Most of our devices come equipped with both red light and near infrared light, or R, NIR as the buttons indicate. So what's the difference between the two and when should you use them? Let me break it down so it's a little easier. Starting with red light. This is the light range visible to the human eye with wavelengths between approximately 620 to 750 nanometers. Our devices are designed with a widely studied 660 nanometers of red light, and our Ultra series, it includes both 660 nanometers and 630 nanometer options. Red light is renowned for its skin rejuvenation properties. It works by interacting with the mitochondria in your cells, boosting energy production and stimulating collagen synthesis. This makes it incredibly effective for improving skin texture, reducing fine lines, and speeding up wound healing. Near infrared operates within wavelengths of 750 to 1000 nanometers, allowing it to penetrate deeper into the body's tissues. Our devices feature the clinically proven 850 nanometers of red light. Our Ultra series also includes 810 nanometers. Unlike red light, near infrared is invisible to the human eye, so you might wonder if it's working when you turn your device on. So if you're using your camera though, you'll notice it emits kind of a purpley hue. Near infrared is excellent for addressing musculoskeletal issues, reducing joint pain, easing muscle tension, and accelerating the healing of deeper tissues. It's also effective in reducing inflammation and improving circulation, promoting overall cellular health. So when should you use red light versus near infrared, or both of them? Red light is ideal for surface level concerns, particularly skin health. If your goal is to enhance your skin's appearance or heal surface wounds, red light is your best bet. For deeper issues like muscle soreness, joint pain, or muscle recovery after an intense workout, near infrared is the better option due to its deeper penetration. But what about using both? Some conditions benefit from a combination of both therapies. For instance, if you're dealing with a sports injury, red light can help heal the skin faster, while near infrared can work on the underlying muscle tissues. Using both together can also offer comprehensive anti-aging and anti-inflammatory benefits. Our devices, like many others on the market, provide both red and near-infrared options, allowing you to customize your treatment to fit your specific needs. Whether you're looking for a cosmetic enhancement, pain relief, or deep tissue repair, understanding these two forms of light therapy can help you make more informed decisions about your health and wellness regimen. But remember, while we provide these tools, we're not doctors. Every body is different. So for the best plan for you, please consult with your healthcare provider. And hope this helped. Happy healing.
Okay, so keep in mind of the numbers that she gave. So about what, 620? I know someone said, I don't know if she said 620, but someone said 630 was where one of the lights were. As far as the nanometers, which is the strength, the dosage, as one of the other guys said, is where it should start. That's at its lowest rate of being effective. The last one, the girl here mentioned they can go up to 1,000 nanometers. Now, keep in mind that a lot of that is probably more for the body because we're going to start talking about the side effects. Primarily, if we're thinking about the face, since I tend to be more the esthetician here and I'm thinking more anti-aging beauty products, when you use it on your face, you may not be able to go to 1,000. That's actually quite extreme. I think the highest that you should probably do on that is maybe, everyone again is different. So it might even, the highest number might be too much for you, but it's about, I believe it's like 750, I believe is probably the highest that you can go in. For some people, that's gonna still be too much. So please be aware of the dosage that you put onto yourself when using these devices. Now here, I'm gonna see what I can do to kind of maybe clip a piece. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that and fit it on this video, because it was kind of, I have to like clip it here or something.
This is what I've done for you. I'm not going to go through this table, okay? I'm going to tell you what this table is all about. It basically summarizes the different wavelengths of light. So the headings are the wavelength of light, how deep it penetrates in the skin, like that graph that I was showing you. Potential benefits. What is it going to do actually for your skin? Okay. And also what you need to be aware of when you're using that light. Because like anything else in life, if you don't use it properly, if you overuse it, if you abuse it, it will have side effects. So
just like
this
anything,
table basically summarizes how far it goes into the skin, what it does for your skin, and what you need to be aware of when you're using it.
So it is very important, because the main thing is that it can cause irritation for the skin. But sometimes, I don't remember what the terminology is for it, but if you overuse it and overdo it, sometimes your skin can be permanently red. And I'm gonna show you a little bit about what this girl did. And I wanna keep in mind the mask she's using primarily. It's something that's very much, it's not a hard mask, so it doesn't just stay standard. It's a very flexible mask. So when she tightens it, it really sticks to the side of her face. So sometimes the closeness can also be effective, can be too much for it, as well as the dosage. So just keep that in mind a little bit. And because this is being pressed up a lot up against to her skin, this could be where she got her issue. So I'm going to show you this. So when you decided to try the red light therapy, LED therapy, like everyone else, so you notice on her skin there, she's got like, almost like she didn't get burned, but her skin shows signs of that a bit.
Oh my god, I just took off my my mask, my what is it called, infrared light mask, and I've got these marks on my face. And usually I do it right before I go to bed so I don't look at my face, but came in my restroom just to get something, and I'm like, what is this? It's all over my face. Let me take off this beauty filter so y'all can really see. No, seriously. So this is how it is. Have y'all got this before? I'm really freaking out because what? This better be gone in the morning. I don't know if this happens all the time and I just didn't know because I don't look at myself after I take off the mask, but what? And it's not pen, it's not marker, nothing. It's on my skin. What did I do wrong? This better be gone in the morning, I swear. So I did the infrared light, and then I did the blue light, but I don't know if that's the reason. Maybe I kept it on too long. Like how? Should I wash my face? It's not anything. It's not. It's like in my skin. Oh my god, guys. Has this ever happened to y'all? Look. Help me, help. Just so y'all can get a closer up look. Like, I washed my face and everything. I cleansed my face, washed it, put my serums and my lotion on. Maybe I shouldn't have did that before I put the mask on.
Oh, it's just that it was just too much.
And
it was probably too close to her skin is what I think was what happened.
Has this happened
as well as the dosage.
Okay,
she does have an update.
Afternoon beauty filter. It's definitely gone down, but I can still see it. Can you see that?
So it can fade. It can be temporary depending on how much and often and what you did.
But did you guys know this happened? I did not know. And if I'd have woke up like this, I wouldn't even have noticed it. But the fact that I had seen it, it's right here, 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 and here. These like dots right here. The fact that I had seen it before, now I can see it on my face. Here, I feel like it's gone. So, fingers crossed that this is gonna go completely too by the end of today. I'll update you. And this is just like in sunlight. So these things right here are just from like acne, like picking at acne. But those little dark spots, exactly where I saw them last night, are the ones that haven't really gone. This side again has really gone. I don't see any on this side. Has this happened to y'all? Like, I'm just happy that they're going and I hope they continue to go, but what? I didn't know that was even a side effect. Did y'all know?
Just keep that in mind. Remember to look, it's important to look for what you, the dosage. If it's LED, it's not just some light. And like one guy said, there can be gimmick scams out there where they're making things, red light therapy that doesn't actually work. They're just a light, or they're just not giving enough dosage out. And the minimum that you need is 620 to just start. And I don't think on your face you need any more than 750, and for some people that might be too much. As well as it being too close sometimes to the skin can be a problem for some of you. So just keep that in mind. The other thing I did want to mention that I didn't bring into this video is, as it did talk about the infrared and stuff helping more with like tendons and muscle healing and joint pain and everything like that, they have also stated that it's also good for your eyes. They've stated that actually looking into the light itself 5-10 minutes a day or something is fine. They've seen that people's eye improvements have improved. Take that with a grain of salt though, still, you never know. So it's just another information on that. Remember, in order for it to work properly, you need to be using it, 3 or 4 times a week, about 10 minutes a day. Keep up with a good skincare regimen. Also, a lot of times people might even ask, can you do it after you do your skincare regimen? For a while, I've been just doing my full skincare regimen. I do it it's my nighttime that I do it, because do not wear sunscreen. If you have sunscreen on, that will prevent it from penetrating, because the whole point of that is to reflect light back and absorb it into the product itself and not through or into your skin. That's the whole point of sunscreen, so never have sunscreen on. Other products in skincare may prevent it from also doing so. I'm not really sure what would or anything. So they say really just wash your face, use the mask, and then start putting everything on. I would suggest also though, maybe using a steamer afterwards, because if you've sat around for 10 or so minutes without any at least a moisturizer or anything else on there, that will kind of make it a little hard for your skin to kind of help penetrate some of that, your product in. So just be aware that you need to kind of dampen your skin a little bit. And a steamer would be great for that, to kind of help open those pores if you can use a steamer. Some people can't use a steamer if you have things like capurous or rosacea skin, so just keep that in mind. So now quickly before I finish, I'm going to just show, I always want to have a little fun on these videos, on our beauty talk videos. So I thought this was funny. So it says, when a burglar comes into your home in the middle of the night, but you're still awake doing your nightly skincare. He's like, I'm out of here. Like, what the heck is that? Like, that would probably be a good way to scare them off. So anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me here at Contour Image. I hope you learned a lot about red light therapy and what to look for, and hopefully it'll work for you if you choose to get one and get the right thing. So again, thank you again for joining me here at Contour Image, and remember to stay beautiful for life.